we're now at the place where I want to reinforce this part on each side of it, and I'm going to start by peeling off the aluminum tape that we had before. And I do want to push this out a little bit more because of when we looked at it, I don't know, maybe I can just force the cardboard to hold it out. I'll try that. Alright, so I don't like my old 5-minute epoxy that I got at Hobby Lobby. This, it's not working out very well. It's all cloudy, so I bought some new stuff. It's a Loctite. Got this at Home Depot. Looks to be the same stuff. 5 minutes. Ought to be good. And so we're going to want to rough this part up on the plastic on the inside, because we'll be a little bit of overlap onto the plastic. But we can't make it too thick because of there might be some interference with the cases. But again, we're doing this to knock the glaze and that came off the original mold when they made the plastic part. Again, I'll take some alcohol. Clean all that up. And with the 5-minute epoxy, we can do a little bit at a time. We can just work on one section, get that set, then play around with the next section. So let me find, got lots of tools here we're building up. What am I looking for? Well, we're going to want to take our carbon fiber Now some of this carbon fiber I want to save because I'm still thinking about making an extension off the back here to protect the rear brake cylinder. But the first thing I want to do, I just want to get a couple coats of carbon fiber on the inside of here just to finish this thing up, because once we do that it's going to be really stiff, and then we can stop worrying about that part of it. So all we need really is, when you look at this, I only need a few inches to go along in there and that little thicker section over there. So let's take the tape first. Whatever I did with the tape. There it is. Okay, you can see this one's already got tape on that side. So let's take advantage of that. And I'm going to match this distance here. We'll do that one first. And I just want just enough to do that twice. Yep, I think I've done that perfect. Get that down the middle. Alright, so that's going to be enough just to lay right down on top of that thing. And then we'll cut off the rest of the tape once it's all cured. So, I say so a lot, I apologize. Just trying to figure this thing out as we go. So one thing I like to mix this 5-minute epoxy on is just take a piece of cardboard, any box. So generally, I'll put, it's a 1-to-1. So see this bead I'm doing right here? Come in closer. Take the other part. Do the same length of bead. Get your stick. There's the stick. It's pretty well stuck. Okay. Then mix like crazy. Remember, we've got to do all this in 5 minutes. It really won't be, once you get in the groove, it won't be a big problem. Okay, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to coat this part. And also want to fill in whatever grooves I've missed. And I'll coat the cardboard. See any other voids that I want to take care of while I'm at it. Okay, take the cloth, the first piece. Oh dear. just pressing on it, some of this epoxy should be coming up. Now, if we made enough of it, now we'll spread it all over the cloth on the outside. Remember I said you can clean up this stuff with alcohol, but also makes your gloves slippery too if you want to start spreading it around with the gloves and work it in. So we're going to do that next. And okay, I'm going to put a little bit of alcohol on my gloves, and I'm going to work this thing in so that the epoxy is down inside the cloth. See, it's still moving around a little bit. Trying to work it into where the change in thickness. I don't know if folding it over is going to be a good job, or if that's something I should even try to do. No. Once we get it down, we'll just sand it down and again, this is only 5 minutes, so let me see it better this way. Just kind of pushing in to the little corners where I want it to stick. Okay, I think we should just leave that alone for a second. Put a little bit of alcohol on my gloves. Look at that, this one already came apart. This is really super cheap stuff. I'm going to take them back as soon as I get this project done tonight. Alright. That's amazing, look at that. Just okay, and then the next one, on this side, we're going to want a little bit thicker carbon fiber, or wider. Let's see what would be the best way to do this one. We've already got our two I think something around this direction would work. Yeah, it's going to be way too much, but let's try that. What an idiot. Look at that. I just went and grabbed the part that was curing. Obviously it's doing well because it's already super sticky now. Smooth it out some. And once it gets fairly cured, we're just going to take this guy and I'm going to cut it right along in here and just cut it right off of there. So what I'm looking for here now is, do I have enough to do this part? Yeah, I think that'll work. Okay, so now we'll mix up some epoxy frit. Find another piece of cardboard somewhere. Actually, if you go by Burger King and get those little ketchup cups, those work out really well. This is the kind of thing I was talking about. Now it's a little harder to make sure you get it measured right, but let's give it a try. You know, it's going to have some increments on there, but running a little line of it is, to me, is a whole lot easier. Okay. That's actually quite a lot. Alright, see, we're about there. Kind of, if you don't get it exact, I don't think there's a big penalty, other than when you get down to the end. I think that's about right. What do you guys think? Anyway, so when you get down to the end, it doesn't even out. So By the way, the thicker you make this, the quicker it wants to cure. So spreading it out really thin, I think actually gives you a little bit more time to work on it. Okay, do the same thing over here. There. Okay, so this is now curing. You might have some problems in the openings. I need to put some right here. Let's see if there's any left. Nope, even what's in here is pretty darn hard. We won't mess with it. It's one of these things where you play with it too much, the end product doesn't seem to be good. Deacon's over here with his lamb bone. Deacon, what you doing? How you doing there? Yum. Okay, I'm going to take my gloves off. And I'll take that back and get my money back on the gloves. So this one size fits most. Obviously, I'm not the most. Alright, now I'm gonna, this part is getting pretty tacky, and I want to go ahead and cut off part of this thing where the tape was. Well, it's still a little mushy. Okay, that makes that look a little cleaner. Just on the inside of the tape. Okay. Alrighty. Now we're ready to, this has been about an hour since we put this on, so it's nice and hard. And put some gloves on. Start trimming away again. I'm gonna cut this off. Yeah, see how that peeled right off there? So I don't think 5-minute epoxy is a good deal. But you know, I'll bet just gonna hold on to this part. We can give it another try. Now if I use the West Systems epoxy, it would have been okay, but then of course we'd be waiting several hours. I thought I'd take a shortcut and use it, and that's probably not the best alternative. However, I will use it then for filling in all this little edge here to smooth that out and kind of build that up, and then I can sand it, and that'll make it look prettier. And if somebody goes to rub their fingers across it, they won't feel this little edge that's right here. Right here, there was some 5-minute epoxy that was put in there. And yeah. I like it. Alright. I'll put that on there and I'll show it to you one more time after we fill that in.